Hi, this is Brielle. I've had so much fun doing VRs to other people's videos about their collections, the decks that they like, the ones they couldn't do without, and all of those things. So we know we all have such a good, strong connection to our decks, and we have certain likes and dislikes. And I wanted to share with you all today my favorite tarot card of all time. And I would certainly love to hear from everybody what their favorite tarot card is. What I'm going to do is reveal the tarot card, tell you why it means, so much to me, and a little bit of background on that, as well as share with you from most of my tarot decks what the card actually looks like within each deck. So this tarot card is a card that from the moment I started reading tarot, I had a connection with this card, and the card would make me feel good when I would get this card in any of the spreads that I would do. So the card is the Star. And this is the Radiant Rider-Waite. And this is the Star card from the Radiant Rider-Waite. And I started out reading the Rider-Waite decks. So this is something that's familiar to me. I really appreciated the fact that this card was all about hope. In fact, the first little book I had with the Rider-Waite, the regular Rider-Waite, had a mini deck first, my very first deck, and it said, "Great love given and received," was one of the explanations for the meaning or the energy behind this card, and that really kind of meant a lot to me. And again, just the idea of hope is really what it meant to me every time I saw this card in any of the readings that I did. And we see that with this, you can see the symbolism of somebody not only balancing, actually miraculously, because their leg that's over the land is up and the leg that's over the water is the one that is supposedly balancing. So that means they're just up in the air. This is a person that is completely going on hope and faith. And also the stars above and around, signifying that they're looking forward to manifesting something, bringing something into their lives. So this is a card definitely about hope and faith. And I really appreciate that message every time I see it. So I'm looking to see now the rest of my decks that are tarot decks, what the Star card looks like. So the first one that we're going to be looking at is the Klimt Tarot. And I have the Star card from here. And this Star card is in comparison here. A beautiful deck, beautiful card. I've showed you all my mini Klimt before, and I now actually have the large size or the regular size. And here the explanation or the meaning of the Star card in this deck, it says it's about serenity, protection, beauty, tenderness, and of course hope. And we're only looking at the positive readings here. So that is for the Klimt Tarot. The next one we have is a little deck that I got a long time ago. I don't know if it's still for sale. And this is the Star card for a deck called the Complete Tarot. And this is a card that, according to the Complete Tarot, indicates we see the young lady still up in the air with the stars and pouring out the stars. Don't really see water here, but she does have, actually, she has a water jug with a sign for Aquarius on it here. And it says, this is a card of optimism and hope. You have a chance to start over in a long-standing situation. Beware of pride. Aim for cooperation and innovation. So again, the hope theme there. The next deck I have is a deck that everybody, or a lot of people have, and that's the Everyday Tarot deck. And here we have a more traditional also depiction of the Star card. And this is telling us it's a powerful time for inspired action, channeling through your authentic self, or channeled through your authentic self. Be open to possibility and stay true to yourself. Have faith and trust in the universe, and you will share in its gifts and blessings. So another beautiful message there. The next deck is the Afro-Brazilian Tarot. And on this beautiful star, we have the goddess Oshun, who is definitely about fresh water, about all things that are beautiful, about abundance, about love, about wishes coming through, all of those things. And so for the Afro-Brazilian Tarot, they've used the goddess Oshun to signify the star card. And they're saying here, the meaning here is hope, abundance, and love. Our next we have is some people's favorite. We have the Thoth Tarot deck, and this shows the star, another beautiful depiction, and you can see all of the main elements here within the star card: the water, the balancing, the star up in the heavens. And this indicates that the star for this deck means hope, again the first thing, unexpected help, clarity of vision, spiritual insight. So that also has a depth of spirituality in it that we didn't see in others. The next star card I have here for you is the Aquarian Tarot. And this one is a bit different because this one we can see, you see the actual, it looks like a peacock. Yeah, peacock. And here the star is above. And I guess this on this side here could maybe signify some water. But the star card here within this deck, they're saying that in the Aquarian Tarot, it's telling us inspiration, and it says a glimpse of a transcendent way of life and good health is the meaning of the star card, and that's the Aquarian Tarot. I actually have the Aquarian Tarot in a tin. The next I have is the Gilded Tarot Royale. Beautiful star card again. This lady is actually, she's balancing above the water, and you can tell this because you can see her shadow below her, and the waters are quite still below her. There's even a bird here in addition, as well as some sense of the cosmos completely here above her. But she's still pouring the water, as we see in the actual star cards we're used to. This deck, this star card speaks of healing, hope, peace, and guidance, which is another beautiful message, and that one added healing to it. We see here in the next card, the Chinese Tarot deck, another beautiful deck. And the star card here, we see it looks like a man. Now he has a doe, a young, or not even young, a deer beside him, as well as cranes, 2 cranes, and he's holding some other items within his hand. So for this deck, this Chinese Tarot, which has some traditional scenes and symbols on it, we can see that the star card indicates the god of longevity. He's an old man, and he's represented by the star Canopus in the constellation Carina. He holds the peaches of the miraculous tree that blossoms only once every 3,000 years, and he's accompanied by a stag. Cranes are an emblem of longevity. So the meaning here is, again, the first one: hope, faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing of the past and the present. Insight, it's a good omen. It speaks of spiritual love, astrological influence, and pleasure. So that sounds great. We then have, for our next star card, we have the Lightseers Tarot, another one that's a popular deck, and another beautiful card. This young lady, balancing that she is, we can't really see water around her, but we see her connection here up to the heavens, and she also has a connection to below. It says expectations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities, healing after traumatic events, knowing you're on the right path, inspiration, and renewed hope. So again, it speaks of hope. And this one speaks of healing, like one we'd seen before. We then have expect miracles. And that's definitely a beautiful message. And when you get the star card, that's kind of how you feel. That yes, this is something that you want, you're waiting on, and your expectation is that yes, the miracle will come for you. So the star card is also, we have here in the Tarot of Dreams. And we see this lady's definitely balancing above the water. It looks like even the energy of the water is what's holding her up. And we see the star actually below her feet, as well as stars up in the heavens. So when we see this star, it says it's about reconnecting to your soul with the divine. So you're transcending all that is worldly, and you're free to be yourself. You're responding to influences that are celestial. So this is another card about actually something that is an aspiration, like we were saying, a hope, and also the actual recognition or realization of the aspiration or the hope that we have. So that is our Tarot of Dreams. We then have a star card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And this one is a card that speaks of, within this deck, attraction, the magic of the union. It says an action aimed at attracting with no obligation brings serenity and relieves the soul of pettiness. It is only a romantic invitation to love. The rest will come spontaneously. So this actually also speaks about aspiring to have a good love, a good union, not holding any preconceived plans or ideas, but letting things flow. So there you see the water theme here. And another beautiful card. We then have the star card from the Field Tarot. And within this card, we see a young lady, and she is actually immersed in the water and looking towards the star. And this tells us that the star signifies a magical time of growth and purpose. There's a sense that you're blessed by the universe. So again, a spiritual connection here. And the word hope and faith are with you, and anything is possible. So again, about hope, aspirations. So be sure to reach for the stars, and you'll find your highest self. And the key words here are inspiration, opportunity, hope, spirituality, and personal growth. We then have the star, and this star is from the actual Weaver's Tarot. And this star is telling us that we have alignment and harmony, and also relief after a series of challenges, saying you should have faith when you see this card come forward, this star card. You should have faith that everything is conspiring in your favor. Again, another message of hope, another message of a spiritual connection and spiritual assistance. This is a perfect time to dream and visions for new projects and businesses. You may be feeling depleted and distrusting moving forward with optimism. It says you may be feeling depleted and distrusting moving forward with optimism, given everything life has thrown your way. However, the card is an affirmation. You can expect a light period with things to be excited about. Hard work will be required, but this is something you are used to. The card is also an acknowledgement that while you have been through the ringer and you have learned, you have not hardened. It's the tarot's way of recognizing the beautiful work you've done when you could have collapsed instead. Keep your courage and move forward, and it will push you to new heights. It indicates also a feeling of complete overwhelm and uncertainty, sometimes, like trying to navigate without stars or the sun. So that, again, gives a great message for the star card and great encouragement. The next we have is the star card, another beautiful one. I seem to like really colorful decks, is from the Good Tarot. And this is about inspiration. The word again, I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I've experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. So again, speaking about hope, connection, assistance, and new beginnings. We then have our star card from, last but not least, another beauty, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. This is the star card from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. And here I'll let you know what the guide says. The star card shows a male figure with the large wings of a dragonfly. He sits on the palace balcony of the Taj Mahal, a symbol of inspiration and eternal love. The figure holds a wand with a bright shining star and looks into the sky. After the life shaking experience with the tower, he has experienced spiritual transformation and is now filled with hope and faith. His star will lead the way and his wings will uplift him to a higher level. So the meaning here is inspiration, vision, hope, restoration, release, optimism, and harmony. And again, speaks of a spiritual connection and spiritual assistance. I hope you all enjoyed looking at the different versions of my favorite card with me, the star card. And I hope you will like to share with us, or share with me and share with us all, what your favorite tarot card is, why, maybe, why you connect with the card, and also maybe some of the different versions of that card that you have within your collection. So thanks again. I wish you all health, love, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Thank you for visiting. Bye-bye.